Hello and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. And in the last episode, we investigated the anomaly. But that is now over 5,000 kilometers away because I have been coasting through the system for goddamn hours. It has been way, way too long. But we are just a few kilometers away from the asteroid base, and I am taking this oh so slowly. I overshot this system so much, and I went several hundred kilometers past the asteroid field before the Fregna was able to slow down this entire monstrosity. And I was able to turn it and fly back towards. So, yes, that is why we're taking this extra slow. But also, we can take this moment to talk about what we're going to do in this episode. Now, we need to see how damaged these grids are. Do an appraisal. Are they fixable or are they salvage? Like, am I going to just grind these down for the parts and for the resources and lay down the keel of a new ship? Or am I going to be taking these ships and doing the repairs to make them into functional ships again? That is what I need to figure out today. At bare minimum, I need to have a ship, nice large grid ship, with enough downwards thrusters, and I believe, yes, this is the top of the ship here. This is the bottom of the ship. I need to get enough of these thrusters online and connected and piped to hydrogen tanks that I could actually land this ship over at the Moose Camp. We are far away from that. I can fly there in between episodes. But I need these things to be able to land. Alternatively, maybe I just go crazy and parachute them all down. I don't know. But I need some way to get these grids down to Moose Camp so that I can work on them when I have access to more important ores, like gold. So I can rebuild jump drives. Because I'm never, ever going to fly my ass through that entire goddamn the system again without doing the jump drives. Alright, I've activated my brakes. I'm 1.6 kilometers away. This whole grid is going to take its sweet time slowing down, and I can probably go over and fly on over to the base, just jetpacking, and go say hi to it, because it's been a while. How you doing, asteroid base? Oh, you look so good. Oh, man. Good old asteroid base. I haven't been back here in so many episodes. Still up and functioning, still ready to kick some ass. It's all empty though, right? Yeah, just a little bit of gravel and some ice so I don't die. Perfect. Alright, let's get things back online. Get the refinery back on. Might as well get both the refineries back on. I assume I left the assemblers on. Yes, I did. Excellent. And the ship did stop. Alright. I was worried about that. I whether or not the ship was actually going to stop before it hit something. So it looks like I did have enough thrust to stop the ship. And I have to push it a little bit more in order to get it close to the asteroid. Ooh, we're gonna... Oh, yeah, we do a little bit of bonk. That's okay. That's okay. A little bit of a bonk's okay. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Dampeners, you can shut up now. Alright. We are essentially here. Essentially. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a spin on the spot. At least I'm going to try to. What I'd like to do is, if possible, connect the grids on the Fregna here, like connect up the conveyor system to the asteroid base. So that way the Fregna can utilize anything on the asteroid base, and the asteroid base can use the resources from the Fregna. So I think we're going to have to build ourselves a little bit of an extension here. A bit of cargo, like a conveyor poking out of the Fregna so that I can dock up. Question is, where would that be the best? I mean, probably don't want to move the Fregna as much. It's here. It's parked. Let's just go and build a conveyor line so that we can get it close, and then all we have to do is just a tiny little poke to get into the final position. So for conveyorage, what do we have available? We can punch right through here. Nice. And if we go a straight line, we can just go up one to get around this bracket here. That's fine. We can come out and turn upwards, get around all this stuff, and then just go straight out. So all we have to do now is just move down a couple blocks, and we good. We can connect up. Excellent. Let's get it built. And boom! Connector! Alright. So now, I just have to translate down slightly, or even just rotate left slightly. That'll work as well. The connector doesn't need to be exactly at 90 degrees. It can just be close enough. Right? So let's turn off our dampeners, hit down a little bit, hit back a little bit, and let's just coast into position. The slightest of moves. Oh, it's close. Stop our downwards thrust. Oh, there it is. Okay. We got the magnetism. We can let it settle for a bit here if we want. And the magnetism should straighten me out. Which is awesome. And I think we're good. Let's... Oh, I'm not going to press P, because I'll disconnect and I'll drop everything that's in front of me. I'll go to the connector itself. And ready to connect? Lock. Boom. There we go. We have connected to the asteroid base. Oh. That feels good. I can't remember how many episodes it was since I had last had something here. But it is now time to start working on all the various crafts and things. So, I think what I need to do is I have my little, what is it, bot? No. Spawn? Robo? That's what it was called. Robo Factory. I need to get this and slap a Robo Factory, I think, right off the edge of this drill. Right out here. And then get my two boys out and kicking butt. Hey, boys. Come on out of hibernation and get to work. There is stuff to repair. And immediately they get to work. Gotta love you, little wilderbots. Okay, let's go and see. And one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to repaint these things because they ugh. We'll keep the color, but we'll change it to battered armor rather than rusty, so we can actually see what we have. Oh, very nice. Because now I can actually see what grids are properly built up. Okay, okay, okay. If I remember correctly, this grid here actually had a little bit of power to it. Let's go check out the cockpit again. Wherever it may be. Because this is up, right side up for this ship. I feel like that's just conveyorage. That's just weaponry. Ah, here's a doorway. I don't know where the cockpit is in this thing. Is it up here? No, it's just where I came from. I don't know where I'm going. There's a door here. Oh. Oh, is this the... Hey, this looks like some kind of control seat. Okay. Then we got a stairs, like a ladder up through here. Okay, and it comes out the front. Alrighty then. So that is how this works. I need stuff for a control seat. I'm totally gonna get turned around on these boats. I'm gonna stay upside down just so I stay in the same orientation as the other thing. Need to go up through here, down here, and the control seat. Built up. All right. Oh. There's something here. Pad in unknown language. Hey, as well as some weaponry. Yeah, there's a lot of weaponry on this boat that I need to find and pick up. But we have a pad in an unknown language. Suit auto-translate active. Unknown language detected. Appears to be a derivative of an ancient Earth dialect. Estimated translation follows. The robots moved the core ship. If we can find that, we can end this war. The scientists who created the base say they built a failsafe into the design. Buried deep in the computer core is a self-destruct button that will eliminate the core and its hive mind. The uplink station is at the uranium processing plant on Ifrin. Should have the current location. We'll have to disable the defenses there. But once we have that, all we need to do is sneak into the core ship without setting off any alarms. The scientists assure us that the core is designed to be dormant unless the ship takes damage or certain other alarms are tripped. Dispatch the fleet towards the Ifrin base. Okay! We have more lore here. Ancient Earth dialect. And we're talking about the cores. This must be what these ships are. The enemies. The robots. They are a hive mind. They're all just being run by a single mainframe. And that ship is just sitting there dormant. If we can sneak in without taking damage or doing any of the other alarms, we can maybe finish the core off without a fight. But first, we need to disable the defenses. And to do that, we need to go to this base. Okay, let's go see where that is. I'll pop into my GPS. We have Ifrin Refinery, show on HUD. And we're going to make this, again, our sort of orangey, I think. Yeah, just so we know that it's like a story item. We want to make sure it's important. And it is over there. 6,000 kilometers away. Holy crap. Ifrin Refinery. And if we take a quick peek. Oh, it's that red volcanic planet that I haven't visited yet. Ooh, this is way out of here. All by itself. But there is a refinery down there. I guess that's my next major thing. We have to repair or rebuild the ship here. And then we're heading back to Moose Camp to resupply. And then we're heading off to the Ifrin Refinery to go kick its ass. Oh, yeah! All right. We have a goal. But back to our more immediate goal, repairing the ship. So let's check out our ship here. What do we have? I mean, there's a lot of it's incomplete. We do have a not just a pair of batteries. We actually have 5 batteries that are assembled. That's good, considering this is mainly a hydrogen ship. That's probably enough power, so might not need to worry about those like power systems on here for a while. We have 1 turret for defense. All right. Put that AI aiming radius up. And it is on. It is ours. Very good. Our hydrogen tanks are incomplete. And they are empty. That is unfortunate. I'm going to show them on HUD so I can find them in a bit here. And then we have a bunch of hydrogen thrusters. Okay. We have the single large ion thruster. We do have a pair of jump drives. I want to check those. I want to see how built up those are. If maybe we can scavenge and salvage enough superconductors and such, we can put 1 jump together. Oh, that would make life so much easier to be able to jump at least some distance to get back to Moose Camp. We got O2H2 generators. We got our rail guns. We do have an oxygen tank somewhere. And a bunch of small cargo containers. And our 2 hydrogen tanks, which I know where those are. Alright, let's go see where those large hydros are. Are they on this grid? Oh, they probably won't show up until I get an antenna on this grid, won't they? Yeah. Alright. We got stuff to work on. Oh, hey, antenna right here. Alright, antenna online, and now hydrogen tanks are being displayed. Where are you guys? You are tucked right in here, eh? Aha! There we are. Yes. Okay. I see what you are. Hydrogen tanks there, and then large thrusters at the back. That's probably duplicated on this other side, although the hydrogen tanks are obviously not there at this point. But that can easily be arranged. Let's just steal a little steel plate so we can start placing a few things. And they are at this height. Like, this is the top of them at this block height. And it is centered here on this block. So just go straight across. Gotta go down one and go back up one. This thruster. Oh, is that internal thrust? Oh, maybe that's what they're doing. Let's try slapping down a tank. Stuff in the way? Probably. Unable to place. Ooh, that's a blast door edge. Oh, okay. That's why I can't place anything on there, because that's what blast doors. Interesting. I can place something on top of it, though. Obviously, this will be temporary here, but just to scaffold it out, should be. That's where a tank goes. Should be. And then was there anything in between that and the other tank? There was catwalks and stuff. Because I have to remember that the ship is semi-upside down for me. This is right side up. So there's a tank, catwalk between them, then another tank above. I'm not even in the same spot. I'm outside that frickin' thing. That's a exterior pod. Oh my god. I don't even know how to place my engines, damn it. I'm so dumb. I am so unbelievably dumb. I was looking at this thing on the other side and thinking like, oh wow, I wonder why there's an engine there. It's because there should be an engine there, and I was just being a dum-dum. That's all. Okay. So, there's an engine here. That's correct. It goes engine, conveyor, tank. Okay. Okay. As it should. Engine, conveyor there, then tank. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not an idiot. I swear. So conveyor right after the thruster. That's probably where that makes room for that gyro. I get it, I get it. Then tank. Nice. And we look at some of the side panels or anything. Trying to see how these were put together. There is these up thrusters. That aligns with the center of that tank. Okay, that makes sense. We could also, I'm not sure how it was done over here. Yeah, there's another thruster there. There's actually two thrusters there. So both of these are thrusters. Why would that be? Oh, because I can run a easy line up like here, and then I get both the thruster that goes on top of that line, as well as the thruster that goes on top of the side of the backwards thruster. I get it. Okay. Man, flying back and forth here, just dropping off a little bit of resources and such at a time, is not going that well. What I'd really like to do is get conveyor access over to this grid and possibly set up some welders. Because if I can basically just like place a welder, build the next few blocks with the welder, then grind down the welder, place it somewhere else, and build the next few blocks again, and I can sort of like hopscotch welders forwards, then that might work on improving the building rate here. Because if every single block, especially large blocks, involves me flying back and forth like this and not withdrawing what I need, come on, give me the steel tubes. This is going to take forever to build this thing back up. So I wonder if my goal should be to connect these things. Because what could I do with that? I could run a conveyor out of the Fregna, similar to what I have done to connect it to the base, and then put like a piston or a rotor or something like that with a connector, so that way I can sort of manually adjust it to the ship's actual position. Alright, got at least that thruster done. That's one more thruster rebuilt. Or I could just piston. I just put like 3 or 4 pistons. Oh, I probably need more than that, but I could put multiple pistons in a row and extend them all out with a connector on them. And if I aim it correctly, and then maybe have a rotor, then a bunch of pistons, I should be able to get a pretty clangy looking connection all built up and be able to have some cargo access over here. Let's give it a try. Alright, and with a connector on here, we can take our little piston contraption and extend it out and see how far we can reach. Pistons! Away! Actually, just hit the reverse button. Go! Yeah, baby! It looks like we should be able to reach the other ship from here. Yes, yes. Oh! Close. Maybe another 2? Yeah, another 2. You know, I feel like when you put a piston into the build planner, it should it should come with the piston top part as part of that build planner item. You know what I mean? Because it had to be like, oh, cool, I'll just grab 2 pistons worth of stuff, and I could just build it. But then I realized, oh, wait, no, I need top parts as well. And so I had to fly back to the grid and replace it and get the parts for it. And I was like, So that's kind of annoying. Yeah, it would be nice if they could change that. Alright. More pistons. More pistons. Extending. And, oh, wow, look at the... Oh, my little builders are working so hard. Look at all they've done. They've fixed out so many of the thrusters. This is great. Oh, God, I love you, little repair bots. You're probably the best thing ever. Okay. So, we'll probably retract one of these pistons a little bit to finesse the distance. But I think we should be able to get access to the conveyor system from here. Alright. Yes, there's a conveyor system. Okay. So now we'll just go a corner, a few up until we're at the same height as this, and we'll rotate and position this, and then plug it in. So that way this thing is properly plugged in. And I have cargo access right here, so I don't have to go back to base. Ha ha ha! This height is going to have to do it. I'm probably going to have to finesse with the rotor displacement. Am I? If I take this rotor displacement all the way down... Oh, no. I should have pressed left click when I pressed right click. There we go. That should... Oh, the little bit of wiggliness. It frightens me, but it also excites me. of what this thing's going to do. I just want this thing to explode. Is that bad? Let's try it all the way up. See what that looks like. See if that's better for going one block higher. Probably, yeah. Probably better for one block higher. And then a connector on that. Which I gotta get the resources. No, those are all the things withdrawn in my previous thing on my build planner. And belt. Okay. Now, to do the scary bit. We're going to reverse. We'll make a maximum distance of like 8. And we'll bring it back out again. That's pretty close. Let's pull it back down there to like 7 or something like that. And then we can push it forward, finesse it forward in a moment. Because what we're going to need to do is stand right here so I can see that out of the corner of my eye. Find that advanced rotor. And give it the tiniest amount of velocity. Oh, dear God, the wiggliness. One more little bit. Let's go. Velocity 0.5. Whoa! Hello! I got yeeted into space. I think this thing's going to probably clang to all holy hell, which is exciting for me. Come on, stop wiggling. Ow! Disconnected. Back. Disconnected, in fact. Oh, that's hilarious. I think I need to share inertia on all of these pistons. Snap. Oh, yeah. Advanced rotor. Snap. There we go. And now we can go back into this. Go to that advanced rotor. Go back to that velocity of negative 0.5. Oh, braking torque needs a lot. Oh, I couldn't have asked for better. Okay, that's probably good enough. That's... Yeah, I guess... why not? Don't need to go back to get some energy. Pop into the Spectre right here. So that's a little close. I'm not sure if that's going to dock up properly. I could try bringing that down a block and changing the displacement again. I think that might look better. Oh man, it is like totally just the exact in between each one. Well, what I can do is I can make it even more jank. And I can make this into a piston going upwards instead. And now I can slowly ratchet up the maximum distance until it's about perfect. Ah, no! I pressed the wrong button again. Okay. It was 5.5. That's why I wanted it. Reverse. Reverse again. Okay. Yeah, about there. And now we can just creep this forward. Just need to find the velocity. Creeping it forward. Okay. We have magnetism. Save for the ultimate Clang explosion. Oh, Clang, I give you my firstborn. Do not destroy my grids. Block. Oh, hey, it worked. Clang loves me. You Clang loves me. Okay, I have conveyor access onto this grid now. And I have just enough space that I can sneak in and deposit and grab materials there. Alright, these conveyor ports are actually piped up. So if I put a welder here, I can build these blocks. And on. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, weld, baby, weld. Oh man, we need to get the conveyor junctions off to these side ports fixed up immediately. Because once I can get a welder in here, I can get these tanks built up. Yeah, that'll be the most important thing I do next. Okay, let's do it. I think we can just start to leapfrog forward here. Put down those two conveyor junctions. Pick up my my welder. Turn it around. Slap it back down. Build them up. And just lather, rinse, repeat. We can continue working through this grid, just getting this all built up. Alright, so we got these conveyors here. And they go back this way. And they are currently behind this wall. It's so hard to see through conveyors to get through them like that. Okay, so these conveyors come over to here. And they go back this way, several conveyors deep, until they pop out into this assembler. And then that is connected to a thruster here, which then is connected to the tank. Okay, so there is a little bit of space in here where I could get a conveyor, then a welder. Alright, let's go find that spot. So right up in here, there's my assembler, and I'm able to pull from that, right? Like if I go to a large cargo container from the Fragna here, I can pull the gold out, right? Yeah, so I do have conveyor access here. So, we're going to have to put the welder here, and this is going to... Now, we won't put the welder here yet. We'll put the conveyor junction. I want to get that conveyor working. And we have another conveyor there to a small cargo container. Okay. And theoretically, if I came off that small cargo container, or here even, pointing downwards, what could I build? I can get this tank going. Yeah, let's get that tank going. And building. Oh, yes. Large hydrogen tank. Being built. Alright. Okay, now that that bad boy is complete, we need to get this guy online because he's connected to the grids. This guy is not so far. But if I get this guy connected, then I can use its ports like this and this to build the rest of this stuff down here. So I just need to finagle, and that'll probably be me building this cargo container by hand, and then putting the drill, I keep saying drill, killing the welder off of that large the cargo container. Oh man, these drones, they've been doing such a good job. I know this is totally against the feng shui of this interior design, where They had these stairs here for a purpose, but I need to get these things connected first, so I'll deal with them later. Now, this grid does have a little bit of hydrogen in it. We've got 2 hydrogen tanks here that are full. So theoretically, if I get these 2 tanks here connected up, which... what is this? What is this one here? Let's get rid of this interior wall for a moment. What are you? Oh, you're an O2H2. Okay. So we got tank, O2H2. We have cargo of some kind. There seems to be some built-up conveyorage down here. Oh god, it's hard to fly through this stuff. It's so disorienting. That can get me at least partially to the other end of the ship. The conveyorage system in this ship is very everywhere, to say the least. Nothing's in straight lines. It bothers me. But if I can find a way to get this hydrogen tank somehow connected, it would be just enough hydrogen probably to take this ship and to limp it over to the ice base, the fuel station. Because the fuel station is not far. Where is... wait, where is the fuel station? I'm like... ah, there it is. 15 kilometers away. As this thing has been sitting here, just stockpiling resources. Whoa! Dear God, that thing's loud. I guess the file reset when I made that thing quiet. Has just been stockpiling hydrogen this entire time. We have 4 full large tanks. And so that's awesome. We have plenty of fuel there we can go and get and probably fill this thing up. But the bad part would be getting it there. So this side of it is put together for now. Let's grab a couple more conveyor junctions of materials and go and check out over here. Now, if I was not mistaken, we need to cut in here a little bit. Yeah, we need to put a conveyor back here. Grab that steel plate. Oh, I think that connected them. Yeah, they're building. One large hydro thruster there. One large hydro thruster there, and they'll be both connected up to the grid. A little bit of plate floating there. We can drop that off. Grab that plate. Okay. I think it's taken me like an hour and a half of real time, but I think this ship is actually functional now. It's not pretty, but it'll work. And that's the most important bit. Let's get a control seat on this thing somewhere. In an area that is easy for me to access, that is. I mean, you can put a control seat pretty much anywhere. There is already one, like, deep inside the ship, but that's not useful for me to access right now. So just slap one on the roof. Alright. We have one fuel tank of fuel to get me to the ice station. And that is it. This thing, we're going to take this oh so slow. Alright, we're pulling away. Oh, the SS wreck is flying under its own power. Oh, yeah, baby. We are free. All right, let's head over to the fuel station and hook up and get some wonderful, wonderful hydrogen. It's half mangled. It's has a fuel bypass sticking out of its left side here, but it's working. Yeah, baby! We have a new ship alive! Gotta take it nice and slow, man. I cannot afford to crash this. I cannot do that at all. Oh god, we got to listen to this loud thing while I'm docking. Oh, that thing looks good flying in. Oh, it looks so good. Okay. So where is my port? I need to rotate right and pull up in order for my port to be in the right spot. Get those dampeners on. And we're going to ever so slowly move ourselves into position here. Essentially hovering above the base. We're in the right orientation now. We just need to maneuver in and gently kiss that dock. Okay, I gotta turn that goddamn thing off before I break my eardrums. Ow, I'm so sorry, please. Okay, I got the one. Ah, stop. Okay. Alright, so we need to move ourselves a little bit that way. And also take our whole ship and rotate it slightly this way. So that this occupies this space, because this is going to be in the way. Okay, good to know. Alright, this is the bottom of the ship. So I need to translate right. Slightly. Just the lightest of touches. We just need to come up ever so slightly. Oh, I did it. Oh my god, I actually did it. Park. Oh, yeah. Right? Am I parked? Oh, did I not park? Oh, it's probably because it's on a subgrid. Connector. It won't do the parking with P because it's on a subgrid. Boom! There we go. All right. Now we can go to our tanks. And these hydrogen tanks are filling. Look at that. These ones are filling. Ah, this is awesome. Okay. I don't have any engines. Okay. H2 O2s. We're going to toggle them all off. We have our tanks. Let's stockpile. And let's rip the hydrogen out of this space. Oh, yes! Well, getting this ship functioning again took a very long time. And it was worth it, though. We now have this ship fully fueled. And we should be able to easily use this ship with all of its thrust to haul everything back to orbit around Moose Camp. Then what we can do is ferry things down one at a time, possibly just use this ship as some kind of heavy hauler, because it is got a lot of thrusters. But we do need to do a little bit more repairs. I think just get these large thrusters on the bottom built up. Check to make sure all of the thrusters have fuel access. And just repair some of the conveyorage going through the spine of the ship. If I can get that figured out, don't matter the armor, don't matter the weapons, just get that conveyorage linked back up in the entirety of the ship, and get this thing with enough strength that it can land and take off with minimal effort on the forest planet, then I can start using it to haul stuff around. I can start using it to go for, like, as a cargo ship to go to different mining outposts and such. I can start doing my work again, which is everything what the dropship did for me. But now this thing is super dropship with big old guns. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.